Every great actor has his or her own unique style. Leonardo DiCaprio has achieved great success throughout his career and won an Oscar in 2015 for The Revenant. There are many things that set him apart from other actors, but I think one of them is definitely his ability to constantly and supernaturally go completely insane. Let's take a quick look at the list I have created for you. How many people in the world have had a dream? It's normal to watch this movie once and not understand it. Leo, combined with Christopher Nolan's genius, plays Dom Cobb, a talented dream thief. He is a skilled thief who steals secrets from people's subconscious minds by entering their dreams. However, he lives in the shadow of his past. When he is given the task of not stealing an idea, but planting it in the mind, he and his team embark on a journey through a complex and dangerous dream. As the boundary between reality and dream becomes increasingly blurred, Cobb's past haunts him. If you missed this 2002 film, one of my favorite DiCaprio movies, I recommend you watch it as soon as possible. Set in 1860s New York, the movie is about the bloody wars between immigrant gangs. Wanting to avenge his father's death, Vallon infiltrates the gang of Bill the Butcher, the ruthless leader of the Five Points neighborhood. But in time, he becomes trapped between revenge and loyalty. When you watch this movie, you think, wow, these guys are really acting. History, violence, revenge. Gangs of New York has it all. Shutter Island is a movie that will haunt you for days after watching it. Leo arrives on the island as a detective named Teddy Daniels. But things get complicated fast. A huge mental asylum, mysterious patients, and an ending that makes your brain throb. As the boundary between reality and fantasy blurs, Teddy is forced to confront his own past. If you want to see DiCaprio running around with a pained expression, slowly turning into a paranoid mess, this is the movie for you. DiCaprio's ability to portray such a complex character so successfully demonstrates his mastery once again. After watching the movie, it is up to you to decide whether what happened was a mind game or real. I was also sad that this movie was not nominated for an Oscar. And here's the moment when Leo wins the coveted Oscar. If you haven't seen this breathtaking movie in which Leo wins the Oscar, you're missing out. In this epic survival story set in the 1820s, fur trapper Glass is attacked and severely injured by a bear. He is reborn for revenge. The Revenant is literally a series of moments where you think, how much more can this man suffer? He tries to survive by defying the harsh natural conditions with the ambition of revenge. While watching the movie, I felt Leo getting cold and I hugged my blanket tightly. Now I'm going to talk about this movie with a very strong cast. Give a chance to this movie with strong names like Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Margot Robbie. Written and directed by Quentin Tarantino, this movie focuses on the late golden age of Hollywood in 1969, a period when the classical understanding of cinema began to change. Rick Dalton, a former TV star whose career is on the decline, and his stuntman and best friend Cliff Booth try to maintain their place in the movie business while facing the threat of the real-life Charles Manson cult. Astronomy graduate student Kate and her professor Mindy discover a comet orbiting the solar system, but there are two problems. First, it is coming fast to Earth. Second, no one cares. The two astronomers struggle to report the situation to the world, but after constant blows from the White House, irresponsible coverage by cable news channels, and the fact that this world-destroying catastrophe has somehow become a political football, Mindy throws a body-shaking tantrum live on television and shouts into the camera, "The President of the United States is lying." I would say that this freak-out scene is one of the best freak-out scenes. Finally, I would like to add that it also deals with climate change. In this movie, you will see violence, absurd humor, and epic characters. Leo plays a villain in this movie, but I found him so charismatic that it was impossible not to like him. Leo plays a sadistic plantation owner. In one infamous scene, DiCaprio broke a glass so energetically that he cut his hand, but still kept shooting, and paused for a moment to wipe the blood off one of his victims. The plot of the film is about a former slave named Django who teams up with a bounty hunter, Dr. King Schultz, to win his freedom and rescue his wife. Set in the 1950s America, this dramatic film tells the story of April and Frank Wheeler, a couple who fall in love but are disappointed when their marriage becomes ordinary. The movie offers us a powerful psychological drama about social pressures and individual disappointments. I don't know if you are interested in this kind of subject matter, but give it a chance. Based on a true-life story about the career of Frank, a young con man in the 1960s, this is the DiCaprio movie that I watch every time I pick it up years later, and it always tastes the same. Frank goes under various identities and swindles checks for millions of dollars. The cat and mouse game between him and FBI agent Carl, played by Tom Hanks, makes the movie both entertaining and gripping. DiCaprio's portrayal of such a complex character at such a young age in such a charming and intelligent way makes the movie a great success. You will laugh at Frank's mischief and admire his clever maneuvers as he leads a life of lies. The movie is not only a crime story, but also a brilliantly crafted comedy-drama mix. The Departed is a movie that can be watched over and over again without getting bored, which I can characterize as a tremendous work done by the most successful actors of Hollywood with the highest quality director of Hollywood. In this movie, Leo finds himself in a complex world as a double agent, infiltrating the underworld as an undercover cop, and living with the fear of being exposed at any moment. The movie flows smoothly with cleverly written dialogues. In order not to prolong the video any longer, I will leave you my other favorite DiCaprio movies on the screen. Whether he is an evil slave owner, a border guard trying to survive, or a former actor, DiCaprio has only gotten better as time has gone on. Don't forget to share your favorite DiCaprio movie with us in the comments. If you have any movies that you think are missing, share them with us. Subscribe to my channel for more such suggestions. Have a good time.